Alright. So I wonder if there's gonna be an original enemy in this event. Because so far in this game's history, we've only had 2 collabs so far. The first one was the Konosuba collab, which there they had the cabbages from Konosuba appear in this game. So they modeled an enemy type from Konosuba into here, which is very cool to see. And then they also had an original enemy for specifically this game. But in the other collab, which was the Idol Stars, like the only thing original that came from the Idol Stars were just the characters. And I guess that special map or battlegrounds, I don't know what you want to call it. Aside from that, there was no original enemy for that event slash any enemy type from Idol Stars. So I don't know if this is gonna do more of what the Konosuba collab did, or just do the very minimum of just having characters that you can summon for. But yeah, I would really love to see like a new enemy type that we could face off, something from the Overlord world, or potentially an original enemy for this event. An Expanding Labyrinth, Part 1. That monster. Oh, I forgot. You call them magical beast here. So you think it's related to the labyrinth? Pretty likely. I've never seen one that looks like that around here, and judging from the fact that it suddenly appeared, it's probably related. That being said, we still don't have that much info. We're investigating from various sides, so I'll let you know if we find anything out. Good. And thank you for providing accommodation for me and my subordinates as well. Hey, no problem. It's nothing. By the way, what do you think of Tempest? Well, it's a good town. It's interesting to see monsters are coexisting with the humans. What do you guys think? Of course, these guys are gonna be rude and being like, it'd be much better under your rule, Ainz, or disgusting humans or something like that, all around us or something like that. I am learning a lot from how you're governing this nation. However, I think you're treating the humans too well. Of course, I knew it. They were gonna be specious or kind of racist to the humans and being like, huh, those humans aren't being subjugated. And I feel like that is not right. The humans are below us. You're right. Why would you give important roles to those who lack power? Narbarao, Shoutier, you're out of line. Rimuru has his reasons for how he conducts things. Right. My deepest apologies. Yeah, the Overlord people or Nazarick people are not good people. If you've seen their show, you know what crimes they're up for. Not too much stuff is too depraved for them. They torture people, they kill people, and they treat people terribly just because of their race or just because of what they try to do basically around Nazarick. These guys will do some heinous things in the name of protecting Nazarick from murdering to torture to a bunch of other stuff. Manipulation, slavery. God, the list goes on in what kind of war crimes these guys at Nazarick would do. My apologies. It's just, things are so different from Nazarick. Haha, no worries. I actually appreciate a bit of honesty. I can't believe Rimuru doesn't even question them. I was like, what do you mean the differences? What do you do with your humans? That being said, I chose the policies here, so it all depends on my taste. Still, I try to treat all the people here as equals. Are there not many humans where you're from, Ainz? When we first founded the guild, the rule was that you had to be a heteromorph to join. That's why humans are rarely ever allowed in our headquarters in Nazarick. There are plenty of humans in the Sorcerer Kingdom where I rule, but I do not interact with them the same way you do, Rimuru. Now, I am not completely caught up with Overlord, so there is some stuff that I'm missing. So when we first founded the guild, I don't know if the guild is talking about Nazarick the Tomb, because the last I left off, he didn't have a kingdom unless you count Nazarick as the kingdom. So if the Sorcerer Kingdom is a completely different area, then that means I have to catch up on season 3 and 4 to see when he took over, or if this is all light novel / manga stuff for later that I have not caught up to. I guess it's to each their own when it comes to running a country. I believe that it is important that a supreme being distance themselves from those down below. Wow, what a real nice way to basically say racism. Albedo does have a point there, but remember, all of you, that I am always looking for improvement. Albedo has a point. What point does she make? Yes, you guys are stronger than people, but does that mean you should be treated better just because you're stronger? Know that exposure to unconventional ideas can often be an opportunity for progress. Understood. Anyway, make yourselves at home, and let me know if you have any problems. Of course. Thank you. Damn, I would actually like to see a doll man interact with Ainz, since they're both undead. Alright, let me share what I know so far that can help you guys get back to your original world, Ainz. I appreciate that. First of all, the reason everyone was transported here was most definitely because of Lady Ramrus going out of control. After all, you guys did come out of her labyrinth. This Ramrus is a demon lord who creates labyrinths, right? So you're saying that some mysterious energy consumed her, causing her to go out of control. And that's what also caused our worlds to connect. Yeah, and as for how to get back to your world, well, if you're able to get here, you should be able to get back as well. However, it would probably require a substantial amount of magicules. After all, you're transporting yourself between worlds. So, do you know where we can acquire such energy? Yes, but it's also the Magicals that caused Ramorous to go berserk. So, in theory, if we can wake Lady Ramorous up and regulate the flow of Magicals, you should be able to return. I see. Makes sense. So, the plan is that we infiltrate Ramorous' labyrinth, separate her from the Magicals, and that's how we wake her up. Or so we hope. This labyrinth is expanding, getting more complicated with stronger magical beasts as she spirals further out of control. Correct? You're saying that you'd risk entering the labyrinth just for us? Well, it's not just for you. We need to bring her back to her senses, or it won't be good for us either. There's so many magicals flowing in through the rift in the space that we can't even observe with our magic. So this is only a prediction, but it really seems like the labyrinth is expanding unceasingly. If we don't put a stop to this, our entire world could be swallowed up. If that happens, that'll be the end of all of us. We better get through the labyrinth before that happens. But I thought we don't know where the entrance is. How are we supposed to get through it if we can't even get in? So we don't know where the entrance is, and how are we supposed to get through it if we can't get in? I mean, I guess she raises a fair point, but what about that entrance in the Demon Lord conference room? Like, why aren't we there going to that one? And plus, probably a couple of random ones would just appear soon enough. Yeah, about that. It seems that there's a pattern. The portals have been known to occasionally appear out of nowhere, but most of the time they appear in ruins or caves. Oh, that's interesting. The labyrinth must be naturally drawn to similar environments, I guess. Interesting. Maybe that's why. Could it be that the labyrinth connected to the great tomb of Nazareth because it was a dungeon? It's possible. So that's why I'm assuming that there's a portal somewhere that constantly connected to the labyrinth. We're looking for the portals as we speak. And there should be magical beasts coming out of that portal. So, if we track down the magical beasts, they could lead us to the portal. I wonder what's going on in Nazareth right now. Like, are they under attack by all the magical beasts and making a quarantine zone? Being like, it sucked in Ainz and Albedo and Shoutir. Our force is pretty weakened without them, but they're still holding the line pretty good. And I wonder if they're trying to send in soldiers to try and find Ainz and all of them. That's good to know. I suppose that gives us some hope. We'll do everything we can to get back home. Besides, if you have any problems, we'll be happy to help. It's only right that we work for all the trouble we're causing. That's good to know. I appreciate that. Great Rimuru. It seems that another unknown magical beast has appeared. Gotcha. Ainz, you want to come along? Of course. An Expanding Labyrinth Part 2. Slash them all like that. But yeah, I wonder where the story is gonna go. I guess it could basically just end with them just fighting Ramorous and then setting her free. But it's like, where did these special Magic-Eels even come from that made her crazy? And plus, is that even a normal thing? Where it's like, Magic-Eels can just be out in the wild for anyone to absorb? Like, that's a very video gamey. Also, that's the first time I've seen that outro for that Diablo. Alright, we got the next part. But yeah, it's like, it was just out in the wild or near the labyrinth. She just is like, oh, look at that, free Magic-Eels to power myself up. Absorbs it, and then just goes berserk. Like, I don't know, that's weird. It seems like someone had to plant it there so she would absorb it or do something. Because just Magic-Eels there don't seem natural. Braving the Labyrinth, Part 1. Rimuru. We've been looking for ages for the portal. What is ages? So have they been here for days, weeks, months? Ages is a very vague time frame. And so I wonder if the Nazarick people are already introduced to everyone in the village. So a bunch of them are already becoming friends or something like that. Or maybe there is no time jump just yet. Yeah, we've had no luck even with all these people helping out. But then again, there's a lot of caves and ruins. I guess we just gotta be patient and keep looking one by one. Yeah, I guess we have no choice. Is something worrying you? Was your pillow not comfortable? Man, I want to see Raphael analyze Ainz. I wonder if she's not in this event at all, because we haven't heard her once so far. She can appear at the last few cutscenes, but I really want her to do something and be like, cannot analyze from a different world, or at least have some reason why she's not talking. Haha. I didn't mean to make you worry. Well, it's not like I've had to worry about sleep ever since I've turned into this form. But either way, this is a really nice town, and I'm finding it comfortable. That's good to know. Still, I must return home quickly. My people will be worried. I consider the residents of Nazarick as good as my own children. Of course, it's not like they're too weak to defend themselves without me around. But it's still possible that things may have gone in a strange direction without me. True, I'm sure your aides as well as all the citizens are panicking with the whereabouts of the ruler unknown. I understand your concerns about your people. But the ones you have here are also hard at work trying to find the portal, so I'm sure it won't be long till... Great Rimuru, we found a location where magical beasts have been appearing constantly. Wow, really? They're coming out of a cave. We are quite confident this is the entrance to the labyrinth. Good. Nice one. Okay, let's get ready to move in. Exploring a dungeon. How nostalgic. Nostalgic, you say? But I heard you already live inside a labyrinth. I wonder how many of our people did we bring? Because I'm pretty sure there's another free-to-play unit or maybe a second banner unit that is a Gabriel unit. So I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet. But yeah, did we bring Soy, Shuna, Shion, Benimaru? I'm guessing that's who we brought. Well, it's been a long time since I became the defender of my own labyrinth. But it wasn't always like that. This reminds me of my early days, when I was the one doing the infiltrating. Ah, before we were even born. The legendary era when the supreme beings fought alongside one another. It's such an honor to be able to join you on this quest. So yeah, I guess before he became the top guild of the game, like once they had all that money, like they leveled up to max, they really didn't need to go on quests in dungeons anymore. They had every item in game. I'm trying to think. Because literally a game developer should always be adding in new quests. So before Yggdrasil shut down, like they should have been updating it constantly. Like I don't know how long games usually stop having a single update, but like they should have been doing it until like nearly the end of the game. So for him to say, oh, it's been such a long time since I've done anything relating to dungeons, that kind of feels like a lie or a stretch. Because who makes an MMO with just a complete package? MMOs are always getting updated. So yeah, I don't know. It feels like the writer of Overlord like doesn't know that. Or maybe they are super into MMOs and do know how they work, but I guess just kind of didn't write that into the story. But then again, this is a non-canon crossover event collab, so I don't know what's actually written in the light novel. This reminds me that I mustn't forget my roots, Great Rimuru. Yeah, I shouldn't forget either. So they're basically saying no matter how powerful we get, still train, still be humble, do all that good stuff. But seriously, I knew it wouldn't be easy, but this labyrinth seems pretty damn tricky. Yes, a quick look around, and I can already tell how complicated it all is. Magical beast approaching from ahead. It would be unwise to advance too far. Literally, these guys are so powerful. At this point, I just hate that they use magical beast way too often as an excuse. Like, any of these creatures can actually damage these guys. Maybe all of Rimaru's subordinates. But aside from that, I really don't believe that Ainz, Rimuru, and a lot of the Supreme Guardians should be scared of these guys. Maybe the Maid. As if I'd let a creature like that lay a finger on Lord Ainz. Also, I just never realized now, but you're seeing like two sides of the same coin, where both of their followers are kind of worshipping their masters. But the Overlord crew is more fanatical with that worship. These guys will kill anyone for bad-mouthing Ainz. And so in a few other occasions, like Soy and a few other people were willing to kill for Rimaru's name alone being bad-mouthed. It's at a drop of a hat they will kill for him. For Rimaru's team, it takes a little bit more, depending on who it is, that they will just kill them instantly for disrespecting Rimuru or doing a lot more damage. Since Rimaru's like, hold on, you don't need a kill, or like just stopping his guys a lot more. While Ainz really doesn't tell them anything, aside from when they're in negotiations. We're going too! Great, Rimuru! Yeah, I guess these guys don't want to be showed off by the Overlord crew. Guys! Wait! Don't go too far! Whoa! It's shaking! So I'm guessing the labyrinth's reconfiguring itself and probably cutting off these two from everyone else. The wall's moving! I guess it's just you and me here, Rimuru. I've lost all communication with my subordinates. How about you? My telepathy won't work either. It's probably being jammed by those mysterious magicules. Also, I kinda wish they would go into both different magic systems, since Slime they use magicules and I forget what they even use in Overlord. But it's like, I feel like they shouldn't be able to stop Ainz's, considering he's a different world, like type of magic system. But I mean, I guess whatever for the plot. So, we're completely cut off, huh? All heading for the same place, so I'm sure we'll be able to meet up with them along the way. And even if we don't, as long as the two of us can make it to Ramorous, we'll be able to overcome this labyrinth. Well, then let's get going. That thing. It looks different from the previous magical beast. What? An elemental colossus? Urk! This thing, it's no ordinary elemental colossus. It's been enhanced. And that's due to the force of energy, right? Very well. I'll take it on. The others might be struggling against these. Please let them be okay. Alright, now we have Ramorous' Labyrinth unlocked. Braving the Labyrinth Part 2. Yeah, skip it. Boom, 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 boom. Man, is there really not going to be that much bonding between these guys? Like in most of the other collabs, there was a lot of time spent to bonding the characters together. So here it feels like the entirety of the event is just going to be the main quest. Why is Wog Paris... Okay, that's super strange. Hold on. Why would the next story thing not be here? Is secretly Wog Paris being under attack by the creatures? Hold on, wait. Is the event over? This is so strange. Okay, that is so weird. So I guess this is part 1. I guess they're gonna do another update and add more of the story later on. So yeah, this is literally just part 1 unless I have to somehow beat this to progress the story, but nah. Yeah, I don't believe I have to do all that. I'll do that all in my off time. But I am super surprised. Because this is the first time they've ever done an event like this. Where it's like the event is split into 2? Like, if I thought they were doing a 1+2 events, I would have thought, like, this would have been a complete story, and then, I don't know, they make a second sequel story right after. Being like, oh, we saved Ramrus and did all this stuff. So, I guess we don't need to worry about Ramrus on the rampage, but then, I don't know, an Overlord enemy comes in and is causing trouble. But yeah, hopefully this is updated soonish. So there's more Overlord content. Because they kind of just left us on a cliffhanger. Which is just weird that they did that, but I guess. This will have to end part 1. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the Overlord collab. If you guys are, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias, like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Daily Motion. Make sure to check out my second YouTube channel, and like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, whether my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye!